Hey y'all, it's your girl Shamiya, and as you can tell by the title, this video is a Q&A video. Excuse me for looking off to the side, I'm looking at my laptop. As I've been coming out of my shell more, kind of finding my place in the line dance community and making that the center of my content, encouraging other people to do it, putting the spotlight on different events, different places, different instructors, I was like, why not go ahead and put out a Q&A video and get y'all to ask me questions about myself so y'all can get to know me more. I did ask on Instagram and Facebook for you all to ask me questions for this Q&A video. Now I do have it divided. You can look at the timestamps to see it's split up into two parts. The first part is going to be about me personally and my life, and then the other half is going to be centered more towards line dancing. These questions are a mix of questions that I've gotten in real life, questions that I got of course on my social media, and then some questions that I just wanted to answer. I don't know if this is a good angle. I like this angle much more. Tell me why I was just talking and did not press record, not one time. Let's go ahead and get into some of these questions. What got you into doing content? My whole life, I've been a pretty creative person. Even my career path with being a teacher allows me to express myself creatively. I think watching other people and seeing their creativity inspired me to do it. I can't really say what exactly got me into doing it, but I think the reason that I've continued to do it, whether consistently or inconsistently, is because it's a great creative outlet for me. Now, as far as the people who inspired me to get into content creation, Talitha Jane, she's like #1, top of the list for me. Also seeing my peers, like people my own age who didn't have a huge following when I started, watching them do it and just have fun with it, not worrying about numbers, not worrying about who's watching, just doing it because they like it. See, now I feel like this angle's a little high. I used to just watch people with big followings. But then seeing people who didn't have as big of a following with that same consistency or same love for it, I was like, oh, so I can, I can do this too. What do you use to edit? CapCut and Canva. I do have CapCut Pro and Canva Pro. For me, I feel like it's necessary for me to have both subscriptions. You can still achieve the level of content that I make or even far surpass me with the free subscriptions. I just like being able to have access to everything, and because I use both so often, it's like I might as well just go ahead and pay. I'm trying to get into, what's it called, InCollage. Where's the camera? I've used InCollage a few times now, and I plan on continuing to use it, as well as Fonto. I like both of those apps, but up until me filming this video, I hadn't used either really. I just had them downloaded. Before this, it was just CapCut and Canva. So I might start getting into that, but all these years it has been Canva and CapCut. No iMovie, no Adobe. I cannot stand, I don't have the patience to learn the Adobe products. I'm not gonna lie. CapCut, Canva, Pro subscriptions. Keep it very simple. You don't even have to go as far as to get the Pro subscriptions. What is something that life has taught you? That's such a deep question. I'll say right now, as much as I want everything to be in my control, literally nothing that happens in my life is in my control. Everything is by the grace and by the hands of God himself. Honestly, I can't even say that life has taught me that. I feel like it's still teaching me that. God is like, that's cute. He's literally watching me and saying, that's so cute that you think you are controlling this whole thing. Something on a less deep level, I am so young. As much as I age myself sometimes or feel like I'm so behind in life, I'm only 22. I haven't even been 22 for 6 months just yet. Next month on the 26th will make just 6 months of me being 22. I'm not behind in life just because, there are people who have accomplished things that I haven't accomplished yet, even if it is like, even if to me it looks like a vast majority of people have accomplished something that I haven't and they're my age. Like, I'm not behind just because I don't have it yet. Everything will come in due time. Everything happens for a reason, and everything happens when it's meant to happen. I thought that by now I would already have a car, had a car, been back on campus and stuff, and hasn't happened for me like that. I still don't have a car yet. I've decided not to go back to BSU. I feel like that's what's meant to happen. And I'm not behind just because I didn't get a car in the timeline that I gave myself. Nobody told me that I had to get a car by the next semester. I put that on myself. So it's things like that. Everything happens on time, even when it feels late or early for you. What's something you've learned about yourself since entering adulthood? These questions are deep, my God. I have a lot more discipline and control than I thought I did. Gonna get a little TMI for a second. I have been abstinent for 2 years, going on 3 years. October of this year, it'll be 3 years, I believe. 3 or 4 years. I'm actually not sure. I've lost count at this point. If you would have asked teenage me, like, would I be abstinent? I would not think that the answer would be yeah, and for 3 or 4 years at that. To clarify, I'm never looking at the camera. And just to clarify, when I say teenage me, I mean 18, 19, not 13. I'm able to not give into temptation. And that's not even like, you know, me trying to be spiritual, biblical, whatever. That's just me being real. I'm able to not give into temptation, not easily peer pressured, especially not now. I don't feel like I have to do all the things that my peers are doing, drinking, drugging, and I'm not doing none of those things. I don't smoke. I'm abstinent, and I drink occasionally here and there. I drank on my birthday, right? I didn't drink again until Beginner's Ball weekend. Beginner's Ball weekend was last month, April. I can fight temptation, and I don't, you know, have to do what everybody else my age is doing to have fun. I can have fun on my own. Another little thing that I learned about myself, on a less serious note, I hate solo dates. I hate going anywhere by myself. I would like to have some more friends. And I thought the older I got, the less I would care to have friends. And I feel like the older that I'm getting, because I'm going out more and I'm being more social, I'm wanting more friends. But I do not like going anywhere by myself for real. Very rare that I genuinely want to go somewhere by myself. I went to see the Michael Jackson movie by myself. I enjoyed the movie. I hated that I couldn't talk to anybody about the movie on the way there, during the movie, and didn't have anybody to talk with about the movie afterwards. Like, it's so boring being by yourself all the time. I'm not gonna lie. It's so freaking boring. This is the last question for like the personal side of the Q&A. Do you miss VSU? Such a loaded answer, complicated question. Or loaded question, complicated answer. Yes and no. Here's the thing. I love VSU down. Like, I love that place so much. I love that school. When I'm on campus, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, why did I leave? I miss this, that, and the third. I start feeling nostalgic and reminiscing. But I only have that feeling when I'm on campus. It doesn't stick when I leave. When I'm not there, I'm not thinking about it. That's why it's conflicting. When I'm there, I want to be there. And when I'm not there, I'm not missing it. So now we're gonna get into the second half of this Q&A. This is all line dance related. What are some tips you have for beginner line dancers? I wanna make a whole TikTok on this, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Almost at 1K, please go follow me on TikTok. So at the time of recording this, I was at 997 followers. As of yesterday, I'm at 1,002 followers on TikTok. So we hit 1K before I even put this video out, period. Thank y'all so much. Don't be scared to mess up. You're never going to learn if you don't make mistakes. Practice. The moves are never going to stick with you if you only do it in class. Whenever you learn to dance, I suggest as a beginner, whether you're a beginner or not, this is just across the board. Find the creator of the dance and make sure that you're doing the dance the way that they intended for it to be made. I also suggest finding the choreographer so that you can learn some more of their dances. 9 times out of 10, if I like this dance that they made, I'll probably like these 10 other dances. Diversify your classes. Oh my gosh. If you watch my TikToks, I go to Carlos on Monday, Mr. G and Tia on Tuesday, or the Rhythm Room if it's open, or TCH, Rhonda or Tia and Mr. G on Wednesday, Friday, Cat in General, Saturday, Rhonda. Instructors have different ways of instructing. They have different dances that they like to teach. They have different ways of teaching. Some instructors teach through counting. Some instructors teach through calling out the actual moves. As a beginner, to restrict yourself to one instructor or like one duo, one group, you're limiting yourself. That's honestly my biggest tip. Diversify your classes. Support everyone, whether it's free or $5, and travel if you can. What's the hardest line dance you've ever learned? The name of the dance is Terminal Reaction. I learned this dance back in 2023. Still have yet to learn a dance harder than Terminal Reaction. That dance is so hard. I don't remember it. I don't remember it up here, and I don't have the muscle memory for it either. I have to physically relearn the whole dance. Man, that's such a complicated dance, but I love it. I don't think I personally will learn a dance harder than that. I have a TikTok of me and my brother doing it back in 2023. You just gotta scroll. What's your biggest line dance pet peeve? People who lack spatial awareness. It be too many of us on the floor, but on top of that, once they've realized that they are too close to someone, what pisses me off is when they don't move or get off the floor completely. What's your favorite thing about line dance culture? I love the individuality and the togetherness of line dancing. Everybody just adds their own sauce, their own swag to the dance. Anytime you see a dance team in general or a cheer team, they all have to look like each other. With line dancing, you can all do the same thing and look different, and it still looks good and everyone's having a good time. The second thing, because I do have two things, is the fact that you do not have to be a good dancer or good at dancing in general to line dance. I cannot dance for nothing, okay? These TikTok dances, I can't. I'm very stiff, but I can hit a line dance. You don't have to have technique and precision like you do with ballet and like hip hop and jazz and tap. You have to have some type of technique and structure for that. Line dance, you just got to do the steps. It's not so serious. It's just fun. What made you start posting line dance content? I love this question so much because the reason I started posting line dance content actually originated from me posting the TikTok of the grand opening for the Urban Line Dance Museum. Let me rewind a little bit. I've been doing content. If you've been following me, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you know I've been doing content since high school. The thing is, people always say when you make content, just record what's already a part of your everyday life. Whatever you're already doing, just put it on a camera. And I was like, well, I don't do anything. I'm literally so boring. I go to school, I go to class. When I came back home and started back line dancing, like going out line dancing, and it actually became a part of my everyday routine, I was like, okay, maybe this could be a part of my content. And then I started to record it a little bit, but then I was like, I don't think people are really gonna like it. I'm just gonna try to find something else. Fast forwarding back to the grand opening, I decided to record for me, like for me and for my people, to show my siblings and stuff. But I had recorded so much, I was like, at one point while I was recording, I was like, I might as well record enough to turn this into a TikTok. When I uploaded that video and I saw the way that people are still following me from that video, liking that video. It's at 45.6 thousand views. And then also, okay, so I posted that, it went off, and then I did a recap of the beginner's ball. And between the grand opening video and me uploading all the videos of the beginner's ball, I had so many people in real life coming up to me telling me my videos are so good, you need to keep doing it, asking when my next video is coming, talking about how funny it was that I put the baby pictures of Carlos and my dad. It was the first time that I had an influx of strangers in real life telling me how much they enjoyed my content and that they were waiting for the next video. And it's people in my community. My niche is line dancing. Everything that I do in relation to content creation, I'm gonna find a way to tie it back into line dancing. Now that I have my niche and it is something that's a part of my everyday life and it is something that I truly love, it makes it a lot easier to make and produce the content. Would you join a group? My answer is no. I'm not 100% against it. I don't feel like it's something that I need. It'd be less of a situation where I would join a group and more of a situation where I would start a group, but I can't even see myself doing that. I feel like groups are for people who are looking to be exclusive in an inclusive environment, and that's not something that I'm looking for when it comes to line dance. I don't need to be exclusive. I don't need to be a part of something that everybody else isn't a part of. I don't feel like I need to create my own thing or be a part of my own thing in this already small community. I just want to dance, make dances, and teach dances. That's all I want. That's my life. That's me. I don't need to be a part of a group. No shade at all to any group. The last one, somebody asked who my dream collaboration was. I wasn't sure if it was meant to be for line dance or for content creation, so I just have an answer for both. For content creation, I would absolutely love to collaborate with Jackbox Games. I don't even know how many party packs at this point. I genuinely love Jackbox so much. Line dance wise, I would love to collab and make a dance with, I think I could say he's my favorite choreographer, John Woodhouse. There's not too many John Woodhouse dances that I've seen and didn't like. Triple skate, triple ABC, strictly footwork, he can make some good dances. And so I would love to collab on a dance with him. All right, y'all, so that is it for this Q&A. I hope that you all got to learn a little bit more about me. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend if you have not already. Follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and now Facebook. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.